Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. Here's my ranking of every single adaptation of A Christmas Carol that I've seen. It's fewer than I thought. My pick for the worst is this animated adaptation of the musical Scrooge that came out on Netflix last year. Does anyone remember this movie? Because I don't. We're getting into some straight up awful territory with All Dogs Christmas Carol, which is based off of the television series based off of All Dogs Go to Heaven. I didn't watch the show. I watched the special. Don Bluth, if he was dead, he would be rolling in his grave. This is not a good Christmas special. The Smurfs: A Christmas Carol. If you guessed it, Grumpy's in the Scrooge position. The problem with using Grumpy as your Scrooge character is that he would kind of have to change his name afterwards. Plus, this is Sony Pictures Animation Smurfs, and that is not good Smurfs. I saw this one when I was like 5, and I'm gonna assume it's terrible because it's Dora. The only thing I really remember from this episode is that I believe a large part of the plot was trying to get Swiper off the naughty list rather than genuinely trying to make him a good person like A Christmas Carol. The whole memory thing is similar to this Flintstones Christmas Carol special released in 1994. What I remember from this doesn't really sound appealing to me. Like of course, the whole thing of a Flintstones Christmas special in general just sounds freaking weird. Especially since they're specifically adapting a Christ-centered story. Like, the main gimmick of this special is that the Flintstones characters are putting on a play of A Christmas Carol. And I do remember there being some changes to the book that I'm not really happy with. 8 minutes. An 8-minute Christmas Carol adaptation. Don't remember anything about this special. This is the one that I definitely have more memories with. I do remember watching this during a couple Christmas seasons. Don't remember a whole lot about it. It's probably due for a rewatch soon. I can't remember if it made any major changes to the book, but I also don't remember if it was a very good Looney Tunes movie either. Finally, some good ones. This was the very first adaptation I have ever seen. I remember watching it in theaters when it came out back in 2009, and I remembered enjoying it, and I don't revisit this one every Christmas, but every couple of Christmas seasons I pop this one in or turn it on Disney Channel or Disney Plus, and I'm like, yeah, it's a pretty fun adaptation. This one's wholesome, it's charming, the first Mickey cartoon in over 30 years, and super impressive on how they were able to adapt the entire book in 25 minutes. Like, wow. Obviously, they skipped some stuff, like the present scene with Fred and his wife, and the past scene with Scrooge at the school, but, you know, they got all the basics that you need for the story. And with the exception of Goofy as Jacob Marley, which never made sense to me, the casting of Disney characters as Christmas Carol characters is spot on. The Muppet Christmas Carol is peak, man. It is peak Christmas Carol adaptations. In terms of traditional ones, this is easily the best one. And it is weird because you'd think the Muppets would go for the silly comedic parody route, but no, they made a genuine, not necessarily serious, but sincere adaptation of this book. Mainly because Michael Caine treats his role completely seriously, not acting like he's in a Muppet movie at all, and that they'd have Gonzo as Charles Dickens so that they can include as many direct quotes from the book as possible, making this film of all movies probably the most faithful adaptation. Yet my favorite is Scrooged. I love this movie. It is so funny. It's a modern day take of the story, but it is so much fun and a Christmas classic, in my opinion. Yeah, I was just as surprised as you to see that I've only seen 11 adaptations of A Christmas Carol, at least the ones that are on Letterboxd. But how many have you guys seen, and how would you rank them?